Hi guys, Irish Trapper back at it. First snare of the day, first fox of the day. Nice mature Vixen, and I think she's also in cub. I just caught her there and I set the snare back up again. A few days ago I got a really smelly Vixen here and she was still alive, so I dispatched her and I squeezed her out around the area. So I always set the snare straight away. I was actually expecting a dog fox, but I got a very mature Vixen. I'd say she's actually following her to see her off her territory, or just following her for the sake of following her. But this will be the mature Vixen in the area now. You can just tell by the teeth. She's about 3 years of age, and the coat as well, lovely grey coat there. So there's my first tip of the day. This Vixen now was dead when I found her, because she wrapped herself around that pole. Like, even with the stoppers on the snares, if they wrap themselves around, they will choke out. But the Vixen I got beforehand, a couple of days ago, she was alive. So the minute I dispatched her, I squeezed her out straight away around the area, made the area really smelly. And this is the result. Okay. Grey crow squawking at me. Okay, I'll move on. So first snare, first Vixen of the day. This is Febuary now I'm snaring in. Mix of gorse and flatland. I'm in the game sanctuary at the moment. So a big ash planting all along here. Ash planting going into a forestry, then open green fields. A couple of nice rabbit paths along here. Probably been used by foxes as well. This is also pine marten country. There's a lot of pine martens around here as well. See pine marten tracks there as well. It's not just rabbits, it's also pine marten tracks. Pine marten runs as well. I have a snare there a long time now. I've only ever caught one fox in it. You'd imagine you catch more now in the corner of a field. I also have a snare here. Kind of all torn up a bit. I got a pine marten in that about 4 weeks ago. As you can see, even with the stoppers on them, you're still catching pine martens as well. I said before, this is a game sanctuary, so I always hit this hard. Didn't hit it so hard last year now, as hard as I usually do. The uncle just cut a bit of wood here. Kind of nice ash plantation as well. It's great for woodcock and pheasants, but pheasants are on the decrease. Not near as many pheasants as there was years back. See a fox track there. Fox tracks as well. That could be the Vixen I got now, but we'll see. A rabbit, hare and fox tracks. So hopefully now we might have one or two. I have a snare there about 1.5 years. I just caught a dog fox on it there a week ago, after 1.5 years. So patience pays off, lads. I'm very surprised I've got nothing here. Very surprised now. It's a very good path. You can actually see coming out into the field. Now it's probably a badger as well, but I have the snare up high enough now that if there is a badger, it's going underneath it. So that's the difference between catching foxes and badgers. If the fox snare is high enough, you won't catch badgers. You might brush the bottom of it. Another good pat. Usually catch foxes there, but nothing so far. Another good pat, but nothing so far now. I have all that hedge snared. I've nothing down in the other field. Don't know if you guys do it, but I'm gonna do the whole hedge now double D40. All the paths, so the foxes don't use them. So to make them go into this field. But I have all that hedge now snared. And for what I'm looking now, I can't really see anything. We'll go and have a look though after a bit. There's a lot of paths now between here and the corner of the forestry. I can actually smell now a very smelly fox. So hopefully I have 2 snares around the corner, so hopefully that smelly fox is in one of them. See, like I said, there's lots of paths down here, but And we put snares on them, and also these paths here have been used by hares as well, so I'd rather put WD-40 on them now than by risk of putting a snare on it and catching a hare. Irish hares gone very scarce now. Now I'm just round the corner in the old bog field, as we call it. I have 2 snares around here, but it's very open around here as well though, so you can kind of pick and choose whether they want to go into the snare or not. Alright, snare number 1 around here, nothing in it. I caught a fox in that last year and the year before. No fox here either. So that's that, double back now and go up through the big green field. Just walking back up and show you, I used to have snares in all these tracks here, all these paths. It's all very open, so kind of picking and choosing where to go really. Looks like a bit of a path there now. Could be pine martens either. So if you just see that hedge along there, I'm going to put WD-40 all along that, so to make sure I can go into the field that I want. I prefer now another fox. I wouldn't be just happy with that Vixen I got there this morning. I have a few snares along this hedge, and then I have a small field up there. We caught a dog fox there 2 days ago. Now I've no snare on this, but I put red tape on paths where I might snare or where I have snares. But I think this is pretty much a badger path. I think there's only one badger in the area anyway. And he's come from that corner over here, so I might just leave him alone. Won't put a snare there because it's a tight area. So if there is a badger in the area, he's going to go into it. So I think I'll leave him alone. Got 3 feral cats in this snare last year. Another snare there. Going to put a snare here. Looks like a nice path, but you'd have to attach it to that post there and set it up, so I'll do that one of the days, just not doing it today. Bit of a rush today. Another snare there. Caught 2 foxes there so far. It's a very good path. Well, there was sheep in that field there. Sheep are always a draw to foxes, so if there's a nice tight hedge going around the sheep field, put lots of snares on them. As you can see, lads, I don't have a 4x4, so I do all of this on foot. So now you can see why I don't really have as much time as I used to. But I'm having a 4x4 ordered now, so I should have it in the next week or 2. I was going to get a Land Rover Defender, but the back axles have a habit of rusting in the ears, so I decided against that. So if anybody has any idea which is best, a Ford Ranger or an L200 Mitsubishi, give me a shout, guys. There's another snare. The Land Cruisers now, they'd be too hard on juice, so I won't bother with one of them. But I think it's either been an L200 now. There's another good path. Should really have a snare on that. No, this snare is pushed up. Bit of fur on the bottom. Looks like either a hare now or a badger. I think it could be a now. Double check now on it. Right, thankfully folk guys, we just missed the hare there. He went completely underneath, which is good. So I move on. Another snare. It's a bit bright now and a bit open, but I was hoping maybe this time of the year they mightn't notice. Another snare, nothing in it. Got 2 foxes so far on this patch, as you can see. And well used now. Now I think this is being used by pine martens. I think a Vixen was having a look at it, but I've been mucked up a while now and all seem to be seen as pine marten tracks. And a dog as well. It's a good path there though. Fox there. Another snare there. That used to be a really good path now. A really good path. It's kind of on the corner. Coming from an Febuary fort. Coming across. But like I said, I had that a year and a half, only caught one fox there last week. Another thing also, what I also do is, there's a fox in the hedge there. But what I also do is, when I catch a fox, I put it in the hedge between snares. So over time then, foxes love to eat other foxes. So what I do is I put a snare fox in between other snares, and then as it heats up a bit, the fox will give off a smell, and the fox will come in to eat them. Well, it's got 2 foxes here last year. Nothing doing so far, only a pine marten. Okay, so we'll keep going. I think we only have, 3 snares left, and then we are done. Like I said, guys, give me a shout back. What you think? Mitsubishi L200 or a Ford Ranger? Okay, give me a shout. If you can remember, guys, this is where I caught the dominant fox, the dog fox. Just have a drop snare here, just dropping down. I think a bit of a branch fell down, so I'm going to move that. So now it's a dominant dog, and I caught the dominant vixen over there, so hopefully we'll catch a few more. Right, guys, doesn't look like I've caught any over there. There's 2 foxes out there. One down the corner. Right, if I catch anything, I'll give you another clip, but if I don't, I shall see. Good luck. Right, I'm just checking. I just checked those snares now at the moment. All those chairs I snagged were in the game sanctuary. And now I'll go home, have a cup of tea and a sandwich, and then I'll check the snares in the forestry. Right, guys, chat to you.